Hello, Johnny here again. This is my third tip. A little bit different from my other ones. This is not really a how to play. This is more of a kind of a discussion sort of thing. So let's begin the match. I'm playing as Soviets here. As you see, I did an Allies Empire, and now I'm doing something for Soviets. Alright, let's begin.
Building.
Alright, so the question is... Sorry about that. I'm a little bit sick, so my nose is kind of something. Kind of stuffy, kind of runny. Alright.
Construction complete. New construction
let's
options.
get this economy rolling
Building.
now. Okay, the question is... Sell the MCV or grind it in a crane. Now either way has its advantage.
Building.
But which
Cannot
one's
deploy
better?
here.
Which one's the more effective way to go? Well,
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
crane gives
New
you
construction options.
3,750.
Cancelled. Construction
Okay,
complete.
that's good. That's great. When you sell it, you only get 2,500. Excellent. Clearly, you get more money when you grind it. So shouldn't that be better? Hold on a second. I had a long discussion with xCloud about this. I'm not quite sure how the connection went. We were both pretty strong on either thoughts and sides.
Construction complete. Building.
I was
Construction
arguing for the
complete.
side that grinding the MCV was the
Building.
better option.
Construction complete.
Alright, so as I just said, shouldn't it just be better to grind the MCV because you get more money? Well, think of it this way. This is what xCloud was trying to tell me. When you get the crusher crane, you have to pay 1,500. What the heck's up with that? That means you're only really gaining 2,750 because you still have to spend a lot of money on the crusher crane.
Complete. New construction options.
And
Building.
you'd think that would just
Building.
be
Construction complete.
kind of a rip-off, but still, you still get more money, right? You still get more money.
Construction
Here's
complete.
his argument. When you take away 1,500 from 375, 375, is it that? I'm pretty sure. Alright, so anyways, it's 3,750, that's what it was. There we go. Jeez, that was a weird estimate I made there. Well, you will have to take away 1,500. Essentially, you'll look like you're losing more money than you're actually gaining. So, but when you sell your MCV,
new construction options.
you lose your ability to build anything. Okay. Well, his argument is you get more money when you just sell it, because you don't have to spend any money on a crusher crane. You just sell it, and then you have
Building.
then you have an engineer, which essentially, if you add the engineer plus the money you sold for, it's pretty much 3,000, which is more than what you get for grinding, considering you have to pay money. You have to pay money in order to grind it, and you get an engineer to use. So you can use the engineer to capture an oil or get a tech structure of any kind. Try to drop the engineer on your opponent's structure. Try to ruin their economy, whatever, you know, that kind of stuff. That kind of good stuff.
Construction complete.
However, that's very risky, not reliable.
Building.
So, should you grind or should you sell? I guess it really depends on the situation. If you want to take the time to build the crusher crane, take the time to build the dang crusher crane. Because you can grind your MCV and still have the capability of building things. Not to mention you'll have 3,750 to spend after you do it, which can get you a couple more twin blades than your opponent and a bullfrog as well. You know, whatever. You can get ahead of your opponent in the unit game. But if you just sell your MCV, no crane, after building what you need to build, well, you got an engineer. You definitely got to use it somehow. So say use the engineer to drop it on your opponent. Say it's not successful. Engineers isn't really worth anything anymore. But that's like saying, what if you grind your MCV and your crane's killed? There goes your crane advantage. But then again, you know, it's really tough to kill a crane unless you find some way to pick it off. So,
Building.
what do you think? No, it's good now. I'm gonna have to say that the crush crane is the better choice. That's because you get so much money all at once, which is just better economically. And it's always good to get that edge over your opponent. But when you don't have a crane, you can't build anything. If the game lasts a long time, you can't go tier 3. You can't build it. You can't expand anymore. You have to rebuild your MCV, and that is far from economically friendly. That's just terrible. It's awful. You don't want to do that. But if the game lasts long enough, then I guess... I mean, if the game is short, yeah, it's okay to just sell your MCV. Go ahead, go for it. But if it lasts a long time, it backfires. If you have a crane, on the other hand, if you have a crane, you grind your MCV, you can go late game, you can build tier 3, you can expand with Sputniks. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Great. That is why building the crane seems to be the more efficient way to go. And that would be the end of